Right, Shalom. GmsLouisianasaints coming back into another. It's going to be a post camp, man. You know, after camp, just thinking about basically going over some of the things that happened in camp. And since, as we always do, we want to give all praise, glory, infinite honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, B'Kadash.
Double honor to the elders and the apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings, salutations once again to the hopeful link and those that fall out of the land, right? We won't get straight into it because we're at camp, these are for the younger brothers coming up. These for the brothers that are just waking up, opening up different camps. You see that through experience. You gotta refrain yourself from doing certain things to check, man. Certain people, right? It ain't about being cornered. It's about being smart. It's about governing yourself with the words of Yahweh shot, man. Right? Because everybody that comes up and says all type of man of wild shit, you can't have them to control you, man. By some little words and shit. Until they ultimately go there, sometimes it might go there, But it is what it is. But ultimately you gotta know how to refrain from being carnal, man. Carnality is death in a sense, man. Go ahead, what you got?
This Proverbs 16 and 20. He that handleth a matter wisely shall find good.
Right. And that's what we do, man. We handle the matter wisely. We also handle ourselves in a manner to let Jake know, hey, we ain't no punching bags over here, man. You just not gonna come up and do us any and everything that you want to do. All right? We're gonna stand our ground, but we also gonna keep it spiritual too, man. And like brothers always say, somewhere, somehow, those same guys always follow suit and come back. You want to apologize. Slim with the lime green on that work for the city. You want to apologize. Dude, the dreadlocks and shit that on the at the table and shit. Chicken wing. Yeah, And like I said, the Lord might use them to that thing. Them niggas might have mad people, lump of bread, give it to the brothers, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, he that handleth a matter wisely shall find good, and whoso trusted, Proverbs 16 and 20, and whoso trusted in Yahweh, happy is he.
Yeah, and we trust in Yahweh Shah. Yep. And whatever the matter brings, man, it is what it is. It already happened in the heavens. But we're not literally trying to bring it there, man. We're trying to, get in no tussle with these niggas, man. If need be. All right? Yeah.
This is Romans 8 and 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Right. Read it again.
It says, Romans 8 verse 6. It says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Yeah, man. And as the scripture says, if possible, be at peace with all men. We're trying to find out a way we can get both of it. What we trying to get done on the block, and what they're trying to do, go ahead and do what you got to do. Trying to find, like you said, we're going to teach in front of a man's store. Well, hey, we ain't breaking the law. We don't need a permit to execute on the sidewalk. What can we do to actually make both of these things work for me and you? You know what I'm saying? It's about politicking, man. It's about politicking. It's about being an ambassador, man. An ambassador tries to find the middle ground for accomplishing what the king wants and accomplishing some type of common ground with the people. And I'm not a people person, but when this opens up, I become a people person. You gotta learn to wheel and deal. You gotta learn to actually you're gonna hear a lot of bullshit. I'm agreeing just so you can go up the goddamn block, man. What you got?
If you don't mind me saying, a common man or a peasant in a sense, he's willing to throw it all away because he ain't looking forward to nothing, man.
Yeah.
He dealing in the carnal mind frame because he ain't got that kingly, that rulership like mentality, man. He just working on trying to pay bills and shit.
Read verse 5. And see, the thing about us, man, the thing about the prophets in the middle of the Lord, we don't think about the now game. You think about the long game. This is about the long game. Niggas think short. Niggas think about the second. How they get their rocks off right there. How they can do whatever they want to do right there. Smoke this shit, do whatever. This is about the long game. What this very nigga here, this ruckus he's starting being corner with us, what it's gonna do for the long period with us, man? You know? Go ahead,
Romans 8:5. It says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
Right.
But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit."
Yeah. And that's being spiritual. You know? It's gonna happen. You gotta learn. You brothers that are just coming out, you brothers that's open, having these little camps open up, and you ain't no big camp around you. It's like you starting off. You gotta learn to hold them and fold them, man. They might be gonna pick them niggas up, man.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
It says, "For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh. For it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither there indeed can be."
Can't be. To be carnal, man. To be carnal, there's no way you can possibly please the Most High. Right? You always in a niggerish mentality. Nigga, look at me wrong. Nigga put us in some shit. We ain't got.
I was dealing with him, and I thought y'all was dealing with him, so I came over here like y'all was like.
He talking to the nigga like he gonna make the nigga naked and tell him about this.
Like they were kissing each other.
Yeah, man. You know, but hey, shit happens. Shit happens, man. I mean, sometimes on the block, things happen. Right? But ultimately, you gotta keep it spiritual. You gotta, hey, brother, the head of the camp, hey, man, hey, calm down, man. Man down, bro. On that shit. And like I say, because sometimes your words, sometimes your very words, or your little
Kindle.
Yeah, your little shit you might say when the shit is controlled or kindled, may flare that shit back up into some place you ain't want to bring. Well, go ahead. You got more, right?
It says, so you just basically said it. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh. You know? And that's right, man. If you of the flesh, you can't please the Lord. Because the Heavenly Father deal in the spirit, man. Everything that we got going on right here in these scriptures, they're of the spirit, man. They don't deal how you niggas is dealing, man. Worrying about these women and what they doing, worrying about these niggas and what they doing. That's not how the Lord rocking, man. We got a plan, man. And it's gonna be executed.
And just to back up what the brother was saying, this is Sirach 28, I'm going to start at 17. The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh bones.
This is things you see. And how much more these righteous words, they break bones. They call, like I said, because you can beat a nigga up all day. His is therapeutic. He gonna heal. But to beat him up with these words, he never gonna heal. All right? And sometimes the little words that you say, because Jig is emotional, man. Jig is a literal, living, breathing, walking woman, man. Yeah. And the shit that you see, it just, oh, you just looking at Jig. You gotta pulling your pants up because you got heavy shit in your pocket. You pulling your pants up. What's up, fam? Hold on, back up on me, man. But it's a shit. We gotta be. We're the prophets, man. We're the ambassadors. We are literally like people that the Lord, like supervisors the Lord put over these people. You gotta know your product. You're dealing with two nerds. Them niggas is emotional. You're dealing with Edom. Them niggas is wicked and this is what we gotta deal with, man.
Wow.
So you gotta know the people that you're dealing with, man. You gotta have discernment. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue.
Yeah. And I got the bird to get it too in James. Because the tongue is powerful, man. The tongue, the literal tongue that you speak with, it's the most smallest member, but yet one of the most powerful members there is, man. Yeah. It'll get you into some shit and then get you out of some shit. Yeah.
right, this James 3:2. For in many things we offend all.
Yeah, for many things we offend all. Go ahead.
If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body.
Right. And what's a bridle? You put a bridle in the horse's mouth to what? To control him. You're able to control yourself, man. Right?
Behold, also the ships, which though they be so great and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm.
Right.
Wheresoever the governor listens. Even so the tongue is a little member.
Even so the tongue, that little tongue that's in your mouth, it's a little member. Go ahead.
And boasteth great things.
Talk all type of shit. I'm gonna come spray this bottle. I'm gonna kill your mama. I'm gonna do all that shit. I'm from Texas. I'm gonna do all that shit, man. Go ahead.
Behold, how a great matter a little fire kindleth.
Yeah.
And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity.
And that little tongue that's in your mouth is a fire and the word of iniquity. One thing you can say, you know, you can just blow up a whole man. That's why a lot of times I don't even try to go there with Jake. I literally just start ripping Jake ass, man. You know, just make this, you know, make you funny, man. It is what it is. Go ahead.
So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body.
Yeah, go ahead.
And setteth on fire the course of nature.
Hello.
And it is set on fire of hell. Every kind of beast, and of bird, and of serpent, and of all, and of things in the sea is tamed and have been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame.
The tongue that no man can tame, man. Go ahead.
It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
Right. Especially in the mouth of the 2/3, man. Well, you can't be moved by what the things these niggas say, man. Like, he might say some wild shit sometimes. You know? You can't get moved by that, man. You know, we ain't the same ones from the world where, you know, he'll call you all type of niggas just to get you to punch on him. Okay, if I'm a nigga, it takes one to know one. You know, if I'm a bitch, well, it takes one to know one. Go ahead, huh?
Therewith, lest we, Yahweh, even the Father, and therewith curse we men, which are made after the similitude of Yahweh, out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing.
Yes, because out of the same mouth that we speak, proceedeth blessing and cursing, man. You know? Like I said, you just gotta learn to, you know, you gotta learn when to apply and when not to apply, man.
My brethren, these things ought not to be so to be, not so to be.
Yeah, that's cool.
The bar got one to go with the James.
Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Right. And clearly you can see the guy kitchen now. You can see that Jake, you seen the power of his tongue that got him.
I'm straight upset, man. I'm just going.
Yeah. And we know it. And we know it, man. Ultimately, it's the Most High whipping his ass, man. Right. And the Most High gonna whip his ass some more. You gotta pay for what you done, man. You can come and make all type of apologies and speeches and all that shit. You done. Some of you niggas have done too much of the prophet, man. You have done too much. Jake wanna make a laundry list of shit to come and apologize on. Look what you done though. Look what kind of type of energy that you done came in. Now pay for that shit, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got that? Yeah, that's what I told you to do. Yeah, it's a little time.
You finished that?
You finished that, right? Hold on real quick. Let me get that.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Right, and that's ultimately what it is. We don't worry about being carnal and doing you niggas stuff. We let the Most High revenge us, man. Pay you niggas back. Next time you gonna see the nigga in the neck brace, the cash. What happened to the nigga that wanted to poke us up with the Tonight. Then he come back here. Then they want to come back in a different tone.
We think the angels beat
Yeah, he might even be on earth no more, man.
For real, bro.
And we don't do a damn thing. We don't go looking for these cats to apologize. They all come back with the same story. Man, that shit y'all be talking about true.
I was tripping.
Yeah.
My girl left me. She committed adultery on me. Yeah. Lost my job. Nobody want to hear that, man.
They look at that when you come back to the
This
home.
Psalms 112:5. A good man showeth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion.
Right. Yeah, you do everything with discretion, man. You take even when you up here, when you dealing, you gotta deal with the people with discretion, man. Understanding what you're gonna say before you say it, understanding where this might go at. But sometimes you can already have discernment on certain conversations with certain things that come up. Where this might lead to, man. Like old school nigga that ain't going with the bike. That shit wasn't going on, man. It's damn.
He ain't gonna get it now. Just go back and call, Bob.
That nigga was big like he had everything got.
That's what this curve is.
You gotta restart.
Yeah, go ahead, man. This is ridiculous.
Got one.
Go ahead, man. Let's go ahead. Let's go.
This 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the Most High of the pulling down of strongholds. So yeah, we walk in the flesh, but we don't war after the flesh. Our battle is not flesh and blood, man. Our battle is principalities and high places. You got it.
And then we also got to think. It's not about the conversation that we engage in the argument. We got to think about everybody else as a whole too. Like, sometimes shit go there, you know. It goes there, but we got to be spiritual. What you got? You got something?
I got Ecclesiastes 7 and 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
Yeah, you got to be patient with. Cause these niggas know not what they do, man. They don't know who the power, who they really messing with. We're coming in the name of Yahweh Shah. When you mess with us, you mess with him. And then you got these niggas. Hey man, I give it. I said all the time. Half these niggas is dope fiends, man. I just go there with it. Nigga drugged up. Nigga Foco Loco out, man. Nigga telling me all day, my name D. My name D. My name D.
He just
I'm
said
like, all right,
that.
my name D.
I didn't even remember the nigga name.
Hey, my name Damien. I ain't never took nobody with my name. All right, bro. Nigga drugged up. Right?
Ecclesiastes 7 and 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for angry rested in the bosom of fools.
In the Bible, and the thing about that, the Bible is black and white, man. Some scriptures tell you, be ye angry, but sin not. They tell you don't be angry. It's all about a balance, you know.
Because he know we get pissed off. And he know, the Lord know his men. He know he made men of walk. You got to think about it. The Lord made a man of walk. Like he a man of walk. We're made in his image. So he know like I said, rage is jealousy is the rage of a man. When a man gets jealous, he don't gotta just be behind no woman. He get jealous of you disrespecting him. Like, you know, he get pissed off. It's the rage in a man. But you gotta what? You gotta guide your affairs with discretion. It's your glory to pass over transgression by having discretion, man.
Yeah. This brother get this one. We've been holy.
This is Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord.
And the Lord will repay. The Lord repays everybody back what they do. Because the scripture tell you, that he's gonna avenge the blood of the prophets, man. All the vile acts, all the shit that you done said, the things you done thought about, things that you done chuckled and laughed about, the Lord's gonna repeat all these people, man. Especially the ones that are bold and have half a thought to come up and threaten or do the men of the Lord. Whether that be on the block or outside the block. It could be a neighbor across the street, a family member, man. A comment man.
A comment board too.
Yeah, you niggas on the comment board.
Yeah.
All them Twitter fingers and tweeting and hashtagging and TikToking, the Lord gonna repeat your ass, man. Is it on this? We're gonna end it on this way.
This Ephesians.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead on that one.
This Ephesians 4:17. This I say therefore and testify in the Lord that ye henceforth walk not as the other Gentiles walk.
Why I say that? Why I say that you don't supposed to walk as the other Gentiles walking? Because we had a prime example of that nigga from Texas today. They walk emotionally, man. They walk carnal. Fucked up. Rooted like root beef, like animals, man. How they goddamn mind?
Like he said, it's something controlled me. So he ain't got no control over his own members whatsoever, man.
Nope. That nigga got on bourbon.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, you was in the whole walking about 20 niggas. What? I did what? Yeah, that nigga was over there. You arguing with all them niggas, man.
Yeah, you want to die today.
I ain't even understand it. I'm sorry, fool. Nigga up there. I'm sorry, fool. Get your hand in the fuck out of it. Look. I'm sorry, fool. Yeah, I'm sorry. I ain't mean this shit. I've been shot.
Jake walking around with yolks and birds on him.
Straight.
They can't do nothing with him, Mark. They can't do nothing with that shit.
Straight up, man.
But he think he the only one been through something.
Yeah.
But they may have been up people been through way more shit than him. They just banned the yoke. Just carried it like, man, fuck it, man.
It says,
that nigga, I see your 40 strings, boy.
We see you.
Oh, Lord. He got the Lord got 40 more to go for you.
He about to take them 3 fingers. Your ass. Get them ready.
Hey, bro,
You can finish this already.
Hey, you take my fingers, bro. You'll never see me come outside.
Oh, the real, bro. I ain't gonna build no fingers, man.
Beefing with niggas
Talking
with
about
3
10
fingers.
toes down.
Yeah. Talking about handling business. No.
Yeah. That nigga like a pigeon.
Nobody
man.
take you serious, man.
No stability.
No stability.
Crazy.
I'm not gonna be talking about doing nothing nigga with my hands missing. Like, my fingers missing.
I'm ready to die. Nigga, I see
We
that.
see you in.
You halfway there, bro. You in a trash.
You go to the palace without the stone.
so many women with the trash bags on, man. It says, this I say therefore, and testify in the Lord that ye henceforth walk not as the other Gentiles walk, and the vanity of their mind.
That nigga was in the bed of his mind.
Was he? Lost.
Lost. He's just another lost nigga.
Lost.
A lost nigga, man. A very lost nigga, man. Google can help him out. Google Maps can help that nigga is lost. And you gotta identify that, man. This nigga gone, man. Just go ahead, bro. Go up the block. And niggas get prideful. No, I ain't going. Nigga gonna have to move me. All right, just stay right there. Then.
Stay right there.
Yeah, play my game. Just stay right there. And now nigga thinking like, man, he telling the nigga me stay right there for a nigga to come back home. These niggas, hey, you see Jake's so paranoid. Everybody trying to do him something.
Yeah.
You go walk up to the store, niggas looking at you, cause nigga, niggas paranoid.
He's love to wax cold.
Y'all be saying that all day.
Yeah.
You go down uptown, go down 9 Seas, nigga like this.
Man, who that is?
He was driving every Jake I passed by.
Yeah, he looking at everybody.
And then don't know nobody with a fucking Dodge Nitro, man.
Yeah, right.
Don't know man, nigga with a Dodge Nitro. Man, these niggas is crazy, man. It's hey, bro. We see who the people of the Lord is. It's a hard thing to do, man.
It was always like Jeremiah too. Like all of them. Like kill them niggas, Lord.
That's the same nigga back then with Moses with 3 fingers. Yeah. Hey Moses, we hungry, Moses.
We won't see the Lord.
Yeah, his leg, arrows and shit. That's the same nigga right there we dealt with today, man.
You can just imagine Moses scream, slam that on the stone.
It says having the understanding darkened.
Yeah, that nigga understanding is clearly gone. Darkened, man. Gone, go ahead.
Being alienated from the life of Yahweh through the ignorance that is in them.
Hey, man, that's him. That's Keisha. That was right there with the do-rag. The do-rag was him, man.
Yeah, because she was like, fuck it up, same
Oh, long Trump Mount heated.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says because of the blindness of their heart.
Yep.
And they're blind to the fact that how about y'all shot and understanding who they're dealing with. And I would say this: if everybody knew that the apostles and the different men of the Lord were up the elect and they was the men, I bet you it'd be a different result. It'd be a whole different result when they come up there. If the Lord had to put a grove, a shrine, some type of shit, these are my men, it'd be a different result up there. You don't have police looking at you, throwing a finger up in the air and shit. You want to have that, man.
The wicked generation that needed a sign.
Hey,
What Tony Hawk did.
Hey, when Jeremiah was prophesying, when he was Jeremiah, they treated him like shit.
Yeah.
If he had a book back then when he was Jeremiah, they would, as the brother was saying, they would have treated him like his rightful place was as an elect, as a man of the Lord.
Yeah, man.
They scorned the prophets, man. There's Ecclesiastes 9 and 18.
Hitting on this.
Wisdom is better than the weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good. That one?
No, it says something about
Wisdom of weapons.
Yeah, that's it. Read my bad.
Yeah.
Read it one time.
It said wisdom is better than the weapons of war.
It said wisdom is better than weapons of war. We don't need to have no trucks out here like Dragonfly Jones and niggas and shit. You know, bats, guns and shit. You got niggas now putting vests on coming to the block, man.
Yeah, whole full vest.
Boy, you in fear. You scared, man. This wisdom is what God. This is our whipping and shield and buckler and helmet, man. And fuck it, man. We gotta go, man. Fuck it, man.
You can't dodge the Lord if the Lord won't kill you anyway.
Yeah.
He'll let the bullet penetrate the vest and go through and your heart. Or get you a headshot. Ain't no helmets, ain't no bulletproof
You'll
helmets.
come out there with the ballistic helmet with some bridges on.
Level 5 gear and shit, the Lord still let you get shot in your neck or in a small part of your ankle and bleed out, man. Yeah, like,
Yeah, like Snoop and Omar and them said, man, you hit a nigga in his nuts and shit. And his leg, they ain't got no vest down there. But hey, it is what it is. Like, this is our weapon, man. This is what guide us, walking in our faith. And how about y'all shine with shooters? We understand. We understand what's going on in this matrix, man. All right? That there's demons and shit. That you can't do us a goddamn thing unless the Lord allows you to have it, man. Can't do us nothing. And like I said, we don't go outside of that to tempt the Lord to be like, oh, the Lord got me.
yeah.
We don't go that
right
far.
like that.
We understand the Lord really got us, though. With confidence, man. And then, like I said, if something happens,
It's not happening before. And we walking in the battlements of the city, huh?
yeah. We walking in the valley of the shadow of death, too.
We in the midst of shit. Like,
We know what comes with this, man. Hey, the thing about us, if you've been in this thing, you know, for quite some time, we read the scriptures, we read the contract. Right? We read the contract of those that was before us, what happened to them under that contract. So be it. Right? Right? And we know still too that there's beheadings still on that contract.
yeah,
It is what it is, man.
being isolated in that country.
But we don't have to. The thing about it, though, right now with that situation, I always bring it out. It's the scripture. We're not gonna suffer as a nigga, though. We gotta suffer. If I gotta go to jail, you gotta go to jail. If I gotta get beat up, let it be something behind something spiritual, man. Not suffering as a nigga. It's the week. It's the 4th of July. You're gonna be there till about Tuesday. You gonna be there.
Oh, you gonna be in
You gonna be in that bitch,
Yeah,
man.
you ain't coming. You gonna go to court too.
Now you went from one animal to a whole cage for the bitch, man. You in the jungle now.
Yeah, you in the jungle for real.
And you gonna be there past the 4th of July. And hopefully nigga come in Monday to But with that, like I said, you know, stay spiritual, man. Stay locked in and drawing out the bullshit. You know, you gotta let a lot of shit roll off your back like a duck, man. So with that, we'll give all praise, glory, infinite honor to Jehovah. Once again, shalom, and double honor to the elders, apostles, and GMS, man. Once again, honor to you, brothers, too, that's out there laboring for the Lamb and sacrificing your bodies, man. Right? And shalom to those that follow after the Lamb, man. Just sincere. Shalom till next time, man. Shalom.